Talk about here is the difference between point lines and planes. The nice thing about it is that it's hopefully super easy. Yeah, what's up?
Can the recording hear us?
Yeah.
Whoa, so I can hear myself?
Yeah. So like when I post this, everyone's gonna be like, who's talking?
That's cool.
Did you want to introduce yourself?
No, I'm good.
That was Caleb.
Oh yeah, okay. Love it.
Okay. So like I was saying, hopefully this should be super easy and we shouldn't have any problems. The biggest thing is when it comes to naming them. I think we all know what a point, line, and plane look like, but how we name them with letters and such is kind of like the tricky part. So, a point is a location. Think of like a map. If I have a little star for capitals or whatever, that's the location where that capital is at. In math, it has no size or shape. So, like when you're writing with, what is it, an 8mm pen or whatever, there's no size to it. Okay, a point is just there. It's not like, okay, the point is the size of this or the size of that. There's no size to it. Okay? Hopefully that's not too confusing. When we talk about naming points, we use capital letters. So like this point right here, we would call point capital A. Everybody feel like they know what a point looks like? How to name it? It's a dot. Should we write that? Point, aka dot. Alright. A line is made up of points. Any point can be made between, any line can be made between 2 points. If I draw 2 points anywhere, I can make a line through them. Okay, I totally did this. That's okay. I can have several points on it, not just 2. If I want to have 3, 4, 27, infinity. Okay. But any 2 points that I draw, I can draw a line through that. Okay. Just like up here with our point, our line has no thickness or width. So just like a point has no size or shape, our line doesn't have any thickness. So it's not a thin line or a thick line, it's just a line. Think of it as like the smallest, teeniest little thing that goes with those 2 points. When we name lines, there are a couple different ways to name them. You can name them with 2 points. So, like, what are the points on my line over there? X and Y. So all we go is X, capital Y, and then we draw a line on top of it. You can also, if you want, write out the word line, and then capital X, capital Y. Those 2 things mean the same thing. We can also name it with a lowercase script letter. Script just means it's kind of like a cursive letter. So do you see a lowercase letter anywhere about our line? N. So I can also call this line N. I can't write fancy lowercase cursive, so I apologize. You can?
Well, my writing is cursive.
Prove it.
Okay. Collinear points are points that lie on the same line. So can you name me 2 points on the same line? X and Y. X and Y are on the same line. Non-collinear points would be points that are not on the same line. So if I draw over here, then I call that point Z. Are all 3 of them collinear? No, because Z is not on the line, right? So we would say X, Y, Z are non-collinear. Down here in bold, it says it must be at least 3 points. The reason that is if I only have 2 points, so like if I would say X and Z are non-collinear, well, they're not on this line, but I could draw a line through them. Okay, so it has to be 3 points because we said up here, 2 points form a line. Okay, so when you're talking about non-collinear points, make sure you have at least 3. Okay. How do we feel about lines? Okay. How do we feel about naming lines? Kind of like you're taking your points, which are capitals, and just writing 2 of them with a line. Okay. Next, we got a plane. I like to think of plane kind of like a piece of paper. It's something that's not 3D. It's just 2D. Okay. A plane is a flat surface. So it has like a length and a width, but not a depth to it. Any 3 points can make up a plane. This little quadrilateral thing is kind of how we show planes. You can draw them like a square. That can look like a plane. That's not even a square, but it doesn't have to always be slanted like that. If you want to draw them like that, you can. A plane extends indefinitely in all directions, so this way, this way. Obviously, we can't draw an infinite plane, so that's why we just kind of cap it off and put our points in it. Name a plane by any 3 non-collinear points. So non-collinear again means what? Not on the same line. So which ones look like if I drew a line through them, they would not be on the same line? Which ones?
J and L.
Yeah, K, J, and L. Right? I can draw a line here or here, but there's no way I can draw a straight line through all 3, right? So all we're gonna do is call it plane, and then points I use capital letters. So K, J, L. One thing I should mention with lines and planes, it doesn't matter which order you put them in. So plane KJL is the same as plane LJK. Doesn't matter what order. It's like your lines. Like we have line with XY. That's the same as line YX. Okay? As long as you're using the same points, it doesn't matter which order you put them in. You can also name a plane by a capital script letter. So kind of sometimes the problem with our planes is that our points all have capitals and then our planes have capitals. So when we're looking at naming with a capital letter for a plane, what you want to look for is something that doesn't have a dot next to it. So what could I call this plane? P. And they have fancy little script letters to kind of help us out too. Okay. Just like collinear, linear meaning line, we have coplanar, which just means that they're on the same plane. Okay, so which ones are on the same plane? Yeah, all of them. All the ones are there. So these are all coplanar. Okay, K, J, L. What do you think non-coplanar means? Yeah, one that's outside the box. Yeah. So a lot of times they'll draw it like here. We'll call that A and this B. So what I think is confusing is stuff. We said that planes go indefinitely this way, but what it's trying to draw is like point A down here and point B up here, but it's really hard to do that, so we try our best. So, when we have non-coplanar points, we have to have at least 4 points because any 3 points make up a line. So name 4 points that are non-coplanar. Anybody? B, A, I need 4. B, A, what other points do I have? K, what else? Need one more? L, baffle. So I have K and L that are on the same plane, but B and A aren't, so they're non-coplanar. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up if we feel good. Thumbs down if we feel bad. Okay. Those of you that feel bad about it, is it the naming? Is it the coplanar stuff? No bare souls. Hopefully maybe more examples will help you have any questions. Alright, intersecting lines and planes. When 2 lines intersect. So here's my 2 lines. Where, oh boy, that's awful. Anyway, on yours, so where do they intersect? A point, line, or plane? A point. What point do we call it? P. Yeah, they intersect. They're supposed to intersect right there. So they intersect at a point P. Whenever you have 2 lines, they're always going to intersect at a point. Okay? 2 lines intersecting never intersect in a line or a plane. What about my 2 planes? I have this plane here, and this plane going up and down here. Where do you think? Where do they intersect? A line. Good. What can I call that line?
A.
K. K, yeah. This little scripty K. Just like with 2 lines, 2 planes always intersect in a line. I kind of think of it as like if I have this plane and this plane, they intersect in this little line right here at the bottom. Okay. Ready for more examples? Rock good. Okay. This is the right example. Alright. Anywhere on this little diagram over here, who can name me 4 collinear points? Raise your hand. I need more than 1 hand. I need more than 3 hands. 4 hands. 4 collinear points. Liam, right?
H, N, K, and I.
Perfect. H, N, K, I. Collinear means same line. They are all on the same line. Nice job. How about a line that contains point M? Raise your hand. Bree.
Line P.
Line P, yeah. Here's M. This line's going through it. I can call it line P. Just for fun, what else could I call that line?
H, N, K, I. Line H, N.
So that'd be this line.
Line M, N, L.
Yeah. When we name lines, we only use 2 letters, so any of them. We could call it line M-O, MN, N-O. What's that? Line Mo. Exactly. Okay. So there's like 6 different ways to name that line. Okay. Questions with that one? How about a line that contains points H and K? Raise your hands. How about one of you four boys? Tell me. A line that contains H and K.
Line R.
What do you guys think? Yeah.
Yes.
Line R. Here's H. Here's K. Here's line R. Nice work. How about another name for line Q? Here's line Q. What could I call it?
KL and line KL.
Yeah, KL. How about another one, Caleb? What else could I call it? JK, yeah. Ooh, that is not a J. They don't want to communicate. The intersection of lines P and R. Here's P, here's R. Do they intersect in a point, line, or plane?
Point.
Point, what point?
Point
And right there. Okay. Questions on anything from that one? No? Okay, cruising right along. The line containing point F. Who's got it? Somebody hasn't answered yet. Shout it out. J. Line J. How about another name for line K? Shout it out. Tell me somebody has answered.
Line B.
Line BE. You guys agree? Or you can also do BE. Means the exact same thing. Call it EB. How about a plane containing point A? M, yeah. We got this fancy, when we're looking for planes, capital letters with no dot next to it. Plane M. Three non-collinear points. What does non-collinear mean? Come on.
Not on the same lines.
Not on the same line. So give me 3 points that are not on the same line. 2 of them can be. Go.
DAB.
Did you just want to say dab?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. D, A, B. How about the intersection of plane M, so this whole thing here, and line K? Where do we think if I had a plane and a line going through it, does it intersect in a point, line, or plane? Point, line, plane, I got all of them. What do you think?
Line.
Point? What point do you think? B. Or did you say E? E. Sorry, I can't read up here. E. It is E. Point. E. Kind of like if I had stabbed a pencil through here. I'm not gonna do that though. Okay. Questions on that one? Yeah, what's up?
How would it be point E?
Okay, so I have this plane here, right? And then this line, it's super hard to draw 3D, but it's coming through like this. So even though it looks like this is from here to here is in the plane, It's like my plane's here and my line's coming down through this.
Oh,
Does
okay.
that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it's going like this, because it's 2D, but yeah, like I said, it's really, it's
Okay.
my brain is like not really good with the abstract stuff, so sometimes I'm like, what is it doing? Good question though. Any other questions? Okay.
Oh, that's why it's a dotted line. They should have
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Coplanar, what does it mean?
We said line in the same plane.
Yeah, points are in the same plane. So what this kind of looks like, we got a pyramid.
VWX. Why?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
No, it's okay. What'd you say? I just didn't hear you.
Oh, VWX.
VWX, yeah. This little square thing, the base, is in our plane. They just made it, I don't know, they put a line in it. So it's sitting on here. So what's the only point that's not in the plane? Z, yeah. So you could have said anything except the Z. Well, and R, because R is not a point. Okay, how about a plane containing point X? What could I call that plane?
Planar.
Plane R, good. This one's kind of tricky. Get our imagination on. Okay, I have plane R sitting here, right? And then I have plane ZVY. So here's Z, here's V, and here's Y. So it's like this right here. So it's kind of like, let's show you. I have a plane coming and a plane coming. And we said when two planes intersect, they intersect in a line. What line is that? Brave souls. VY, good, awesome. This, now that I scribbled all over it. This right here is where they intersect. How about how many planes are in the figure? We know we have R, and then how many are here?
6. 6.
6?
5.
5? What did you say, 2?
Yeah. Just cause.
Just cause? Just be different? Okay.
Is the bottom of the triangle a separate?
No, it's in the same plane. So the bottom of the triangle's
Okay, so
here.
it's the bottom.
And then we got 4 sides. Again, we got 5 planes. Good. How about looking at point W? How many planes have that point in it?
2.
2?
3.
3. We got which ones?
Plane B, W, Z, W, X, Z, and V, W, X.
Yeah, we got the front, we got the side, and then we got the bottom. Good. So 3 planes. Questions on that one? Okay. Where do lines L and M intersect point, line, or plane?
Point.
Point what?
Point E.
Point E. Everybody see it? L, M, E. Whew. How about another name for point or plane Q? First off, how many points name a plane?
3.
3. Is there anything about those points? Can they be any points? Yeah.
That does not look like a cube.
That is not a cube.
Here.
It's like a O with
Yeah,
a
I
squiggly under it.
It's like a very fancy.
Kind of looks like a 2, yeah. I promise it's a Q. What's that? Okay, so we know we need 3 points for this plane right here. Can they be on the same line?
Yes. No.
No.
You have both answers. We need to know which one it is. So
No,
we
they
said
can't
yes,
be.
and so we said
If
no.
they were on the same line, like if you named these three, you could just be talking about that line. Okay, so when we named planes, we need 3 letters that are not on the same line. So it's the only one not on
L.
I. That's the I, capital I.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 other letters, give me 2 other letters.
Yeah, this is the capital.
In plane Q, you know plane I, what else?
G.
F, G. So it's okay if 2 points are on the same line, we just can't have all 3. Okay. Are points D and E collinear or coplanar? So are they in the same line or the same plane? Line. They're on this line. They're in. This one's in plane P. This one's in plane Q. So they are not coplanar. They are collinear. How about last one? How many times do planes P and Q intersect? 0. They don't. They're sitting here like this, parallel. Never. Okay. Questions on points, lines, and planes? No? Yes? Lots of them?